There we go. Okay, so I realized that you guys have to be front facing for my writing to not be backwards. And in order for this to work, I now have to watch myself on my other phone. So this is like, I'm trying to figure this all out while I'm doing it. But yeah, so I'm going to watch myself while you guys are watching me to make sure that what I'm writing looks legible. Okay, so this is going to be how customers navigate your website. Navigate your website. And if you missed the beginning of the last live video that I had to stop and figure out why my writing was backwards, yeah, this is my first time doing my whiteboard on live, and this is also my first day having it on the wall. So I'm hoping that this whiteboard doesn't just come crashing down in the middle of this live, because let's be honest, guys, I am not handy. So I don't know if I hung this correctly. I don't know if I'm waiting long enough to put pressure on it. So we're going to find that out together. So this is just going to be an example. Woo. I'm going to watch myself. This is going to be just an example. Customers flow through your website. Well, they flow to everyone's website a little bit differently. There are some websites that will allow you to see how customers are flowing to your site. So for example, if you have Squarespace, they have a feature. If you have a business account, or if you've got the business monthly plan, I think it's like $40 a month. If you have that plan, they will allow you to see how customers are navigating your website. So for example, if someone comes in on the home page and then they go to maybe your blog post because they might have read something on social media, and then after that blog post, they go down and they join your email list and then they buy. That's all recorded. Versus maybe someone comes directly to your product page from Instagram or from Facebook and then they buy. So that's a different route. So today I'm going to give you guys just a generic route, and this is the route that I kind of map out for my clients who don't have a bunch of website traffic and they don't have a lot going on. When you purchase an opt-in, or when you purchase, a sales funnel or a sales page, it kind of puts a little bit of structure in there. If you've never had that structure before and you don't have enough website traffic for people to just be buying organically per se, this is just an example of kind of what your activity flow could look like, and kind of what I like to create for first time clients. So we generally start with an opt-in. So this opt-in is going to be some type of a freebie, right? This is going to be some type of a freebie that's going to attract your customers to your website. They may have watched you on social media. They may be following you on Facebook. They may have interacted with you a couple of times, but they're not quite ready to invest yet. But they do want to see if the information you have is of some type of value. So they're going to start right here with this opt-in freebie. That's where they're going to start. So once they say, hey, I want that freebie, I'm willing to give you my email address in exchange for that freebie. So they'll go to your landing page, and let me draw that because I didn't even put that on here. So let's just say, generally, if you don't have a website or your website's not getting a lot of traffic, that means that people don't know it exists. So they're finding you in other places, i.e. social media. So we're going to put social media off here to the corner. I hope you guys can see this. So your social media is going to be like IG, Twitter, Facebook, right? So they're going to start there. Then they're going to say, hey, I want your opt-in. Oh man, you guys can't see that. Let me scoot you back just a little bit. Maybe you'll be able to see. Hopefully. Here we go. Hold on one second. Nope, still not far enough. Okay. Maybe. Sorry, guys. I'm watching you as you're watching me. So, they're going to see you. There we go. They're going to see you on social media, on your Instagram, your Twitter, or your Facebook. They're going to hear about you, and they're going to go there first because you don't have a website, or you have a website, no one knows it exists. Then they're going to see your opt-in or your freebie. You should be advertising this on your social media a lot, like more than one time. There is a saying, a generic saying out there that says people have to see your product 7 times before they decide to buy. Not everybody is going to take 7 times for them to decide if they want to buy, but if you haven't shown it 7 times, you haven't really given it what it needs to get the maximum buying in or the maximum buy effort. I don't even know what a word for that would be called. I'd have to think about it. So they get your opt-in or freebie. You now have their email address, which is great because that means they are joining your tribe. So to say, they can still unsubscribe, but for right now, they are joining your tribe. So once they get that opt-in or freebie, they may sit on it for a couple of days. What needs to happen after they've sat on it for a couple of days? You need to send them a follow-up email. So, that follow-up email is going to say, hey, how did you like your freebie? Are you using that information that I gave you? Not straightforward the way I'm telling you right now. It's going to have to be a little bit more creative than that. So for example, if you send like a 7-day workout plan, if you're a trainer and you send a free 7-day workout plan, then this follow-up email is going to say, hey, how was your first 7 days? It's going to wait 7 days. So this should be automatic. This should be automatic right here. Wait a little bit of time, send them. How was your workout? What did you struggle with? How does it feel to be caring about your health? This needs to be hitting some type of emotion in this email. So this should be automatic. Some people do this manual. I'm like, no. Even from the beginning, when you don't have that many subscribers, just set it up automatic. If you've already got an email management service, it's not going to cost you any additional money to set this up automatically. So you might as well do it because you never know. Like you could start off with a sales funnel and it could be just a dud and it's not great. Or you can have your first sales funnel and it's got thousands of people running through it. Like you never know. You can prepare as much as you want to prepare, but you might just catch a wave. Like you might catch a popular wave on some type of topic that's just blowing up and then your sales funnel is going crazy and you're not able to control it. So I would say just go ahead and set this up automatically. So that's going to give them a follow-up email. Once they receive that follow-up email, this is where the break happens. If you don't have a sales funnel, what's going to happen is you are going to send them a weekly email, right? You could send them a weekly email, and that's just once a week you're giving them an update. It could be your latest blog post. Let me stand on this side so you guys can see. This can be your latest blog post. This could be something that's new and happening in the field that you're working in. Hi from North Carolina. This could be, there's a lot of different things this could be. You could share maybe some of your favorite tools. You can share if you're doing any other type of like webinar or any event locally or via the internet that they want to join in on. But this is just a weekly just to keep them updated. If you don't have any products, this is your flow. If you don't have any products right now and you're just building your tribe, this is your flow of customers. Okay? Now you could have people going, actually no, there's no way for you to have these people going into your email. You don't have their email. So this is what you got right here. This is what you got. Now, if you do have a product, your flow of customers may look a little bit different. So if you have a product, this could also branch out to an intro to a sales funnel. Right? Okay, so this is important because if you have a product and your email is stopping right here, you're probably leaving money on the table, and that's not good. You don't want to do that. So you've got all these people sitting in your email list, and they're primed. They're getting these weekly emails from you, and they may go to your website. They may go out of their way. They may not go out of their way and go to your website. But if you're selling something that they need, they may not even know about it if you're stopping right here. So if you've already got a product, you need to be selling. So this is going to be the intro to your sales funnel. And a sales funnel, there's different lengths of sales funnels. You can have a short one, you can have a long one. It's just up to you. What I give my first time clients is a 4-day sales funnel or a 4-series sales funnel. It may range a couple days longer than 4 days. It may be a week long, but it's 4 emails. And it may need to be spaced out depending on what you're educating on. So this intro is going to introduce them to a topic that is somewhat related to this opt-in freebie. So don't make the mistake of giving an opt-in freebie and then funneling these people into a sales funnel that has nothing to do with that freebie. Because the idea behind it is that, hey, if someone's interested in this freebie, they're probably going to be interested in some other product you have. So these things need to be related in some way. All right. So what do we use? For this example, we used the 7-day fitness plan. So if this is a 7-day fitness plan, they get this follow-up email that says, hey, how'd your fitness plan go? This intro to the sales funnel could be things to help you stay healthy, little actionable steps that you can use to create a healthier lifestyle, whatever it may be. So this sales funnel is going to run 4 to 7 days. So I'm just going to write that down here. Right? Okay. So this is going to run 4 to 7 days. They're going to go through this sales funnel. And the last email in this sales funnel is going to be a proposition. This proposition is going to say, hey, now that you know A, B, C, and D, and you're ready, and you've tried it on your own here without my help, you've tried to get fit with just my 7-day plan, it's going to acknowledge all of the things they may have tried to solve their problem. What's going to happen is, this is going to be, okay, I propose to you that you can purchase this product from me. This is going to be a paid product. You don't want it to be super stupid expensive because you don't want people to be like, whoa. You don't want them to go through this whole funnel and then be smacked in the face by this $300 product. So this needs to be somewhere in the lower range. I don't really want to give you guys a price range because it kind of depends on what your service or product is, and it depends on the value of this sequence. So the higher value of information and education you're giving in this emails, the higher value this product can be at the end. You can't give $5 worth of advice here and then try to sell a $300 product. Doesn't work that way. Now, if you're giving $300 worth of advice here, sure, you can sell a $300 product. That makes sense. They're conditioned to be prepared for that. So this will be your proposition up here. Now, that proposition is going to link to either one of 2 places. It's going to link either to a lead page or a sales page. And honestly, these 2 things are basically the same. The only difference in between, oh, you guys can't see that. The only difference, let me turn you a little bit this way. In between, and this is just my personal opinion, everyone calls lead pages and sales pages different things. The difference in between a lead page and a sales page is that a lead page is not going to have the option to purchase on that page. A lead page is going to give them the basic information they need to know to either make a buying decision or not make a buying decision, and then they will click and go to another page for a payment screen. A sales page is going to allow you to pay on the page. That's my personal description for it, but these two words are used interchangeably a lot. So don't be confused if you see this on someone else's page and you're like, but wait a second, that's not what the spoiled writer told me. So it's not necessarily that's like an industry standard. That's just how I see the two differences. So this is going to lead them to that, and they're either going to decide, yes, I want to buy, or no, I don't want to buy. Your goal is to get this entire sequence so good, so valuable, so tight, that once they get here, they're like, oh yeah, I'm giving you all my money. I'm giving you everything I got, right? And this is good because this gives them time to figure out if you are if you're valuable to them or not, if you're going to be able to solve their problem or not. And over here, if they're liking you, they're going to be putting money aside. They're going to be putting money aside like, man, I'm going to need something that she is offering soon. So I need to be ready. So subconsciously, they're going to be prepping themselves for this because they know it's coming, and or they're going to be looking for it. And you want them to be looking for it. They may, in between these other steps, go ahead and visit your website, right? And that's kind of what you want. No. I'm talking about how customers navigate your website. If you're like completely new and your website's not getting a lot of views, this is how customers generally navigate from your website, from your social media to your website. So, this is where they're going to say buy or not. Right? That's where they're going to say buy or not. So, you're going to have people that buy and you're going to have people that don't buy. People that don't buy, don't be mad at people that don't buy, because this is what's going to happen. For people that don't buy, they're going to go right back into this category, into your weekly email. They're going to end up there anyways, people that don't buy. People that do buy are going to be your customers, and guess what? They're going to end up in your weekly email too. Hopefully, not hopefully. They should be receiving different emails though, and that's a whole nother subject I'm going to have to do a masterclass on. But for right now, so this is how it goes. If you're just now joining us, I'm going to lightly recap this, and then I'm going to throw it into my 24-hour replay so you guys can rewatch it and understand what's going on here. So this is how customers navigate your website. If you are not getting a lot of website views, this is how customers will navigate your website generally. There's a couple of different ways, there's a lot of things that happen in between here, but this is basically how you get money. Like, this is it. This is the blueprint for how you get people from your social media to become a customer, right? This is how you set things up the right way. So what you're going to do is you're going to start with your social media, and I'm going to turn you guys so you can see. Your social media needs to be together, because this is where people are going to start. If you're not getting a lot of website views, this is where they're going to come from. So they're going to come to your social media and they're going to see you advertising your opt-in freebie, and they're going to say, I want that. Then they're going to give you their email, and they're going to go into your email list. You're going to send them a follow-up email and check on them after you have sent them your freebie. Then they can either go one of two ways. If you don't have products, they need to be sent a weekly email, and then when you have a product, you can launch that product to your list. If you do not have a product, these people should be going into the beginning of a sales funnel. My beginning sales funnel are typically 4 to 7 days. So that's what you see right here. That's about 4 to 7 days long. At the end of this sales funnel, they're going to get a proposition to buy a specific product. From that email, they're going to have the option to click through and buy, which they're going to do on a lead page or a sales page. And there they will just finally decide if they want to buy it or not buy it. If they do not buy it, they need to go back into your weekly emails. They still need to receive weekly emails. Don't forget about people just because they didn't buy, right? If they do buy, they need to still be receiving weekly emails. That's all I'm going to get into now, because it's probably a lot to understand if you've never had a funnel, a customer funnel at all. Now, this is the only part that I consider to be a sales funnel right here. But I do offer this as a starter package. If you don't have any of this set up, I offer it as a starter package. So for me, usually as an entrepreneur starting out, you're going to have the option to get into classes, buy master classes, get a business coach, and they're going to teach you all these things, but they're not going to do it for you. I'm a content writer, so I do it for you. So if you don't, some of you may have some of these pieces and you may not have some of these pieces. If you don't have a freebie, that's how much a freebie is going to cost you. And I'm going to tell you guys, some of this you may want to try it yourself, but it's hard if it's your first time. It's a lot more, it's worth it to buy it. You know what I mean? So you've got your freebie, and then you've got your sales funnel. This is going to automatically come with your sales funnel if you get a sales funnel from me, right? And that's included in your sales funnel as well. Your lead page or your sales page is going to bring in your sales before people decide to buy or not. And then you've got your weekly emails going. By the way, guys, this is all automatic. That's like one of the best things about these funnels. And that's one of the best things about getting spoiled. Like when you guys see me on Instagram stories and you're like, I'm like, she just got spoiled. Like for real, this is spoiled for real. This all runs automatically. You pay a one-time price and then this whole thing is set up and it's just running. All you have to do is come over here and run your social media. And people automatically funnel through this. And the goal is the more people you get funneling through this social media entry point, the more sales you'll have at the end, just purely based off of statistics. Like that's science, you know what I mean? So, and this gets even easier. If you've got a content calendar, that's even another piece that you're not worrying about. So you're really, really spoiled rotten. So for you guys who don't have any of this, and I've had a couple of people come to me and say, Kelly, I don't have any of this. How do I get started? So there is a price for this. I'm not going to blow you guys out of the water right now. Actually, it's not even that expensive. If you take all of these individual pieces and you add them up, you've got what? $500. So if it's going to cost you a total of $500 to buy this entire sequence, would you do it? Is it worth it? It's absolutely freaking worth it because you know how long it's going to take you to put this together. It's going to take forever, especially if you're new, because this can be overwhelming for someone who's new. So, you don't have to buy it. You could just do things the way you're doing it. You can have a couple of sales trickle in here, there, whatever. But think about it this way. Most people they're selling something, they've got a product, especially if you're a coach or whatnot, you're selling a product, your product's probably around the $100 range, right? So this will pay for itself after you book your first 5 clients. 5 clients, that's it. You book your first 5 clients, this funnel has paid for itself and it's good for life. Literally, there are people that have what they call evergreen content, which is content that lasts forever. It's not time bound. It never gets old. It's not going to change. You may need to go in and update some of the information occasionally, maybe once every 6 months. But overall, it's going to stay good forever. So you're going to book your first 5 clients, break even, and then you're going to come back and this is going to be paid for. It's still making money while you sleep, guys, while you sleep. Because what's going to happen is you're sleeping during this whole thing and you wake up and you've got new clients and you're like, I've got work to do today. I've got calls that I have to get on today. So this is definitely worth it. Even if you're not booking, a service that's around $100, let's say that you have a product that's $25. That's 10 sales. And 10 sales, this pays for itself. It's a content calendar that tells you, it's going to tell you what to post. The posts are going to come straight to your phone with the captions, with the hashtags, scheduled, optimized, geared to make sure that this is all working together for a purpose. These people are going to sign up. That's going to automatically send them an email. They're going to go into the funnel. That's automatic. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't get any easier than this, guys. It doesn't. And that's why my business is the spoiled writer. That's why I spoil business owners. This is what I do. I make it possible for you to live the life you want to live as an entrepreneur. You can live like an Instagram baddie if you want to. But you gotta have business systems in place that run themselves so that if you get sick one day or if you decide you want to take a vacation, you can do so. All right, so now I'm going to do some Q&A. Let's see. I have an e-commerce cookie business. How will this package help me? Okay, so this is how it's going to help you. It's going to allow you to make money in your sleep. So you sell cookies. So what you'll get right here is, little cutesy things that, make people think of cookies and things that they might want or things they might like as far as flavors and stuff like that. It's going to get them interested in what you do. The rest of this is all going to be dependent on your ideal client. So who's your ideal client? Can you answer that question for me? Because that's what I base this entire thing off of. Who are you trying to attract? Why do you do what you do? Then I can create this entire thing customized to you because it's different for everybody. None of this is generic. I don't do generic funnels at all. I don't do generic. So you definitely need this. Everyone needs this. Everyone needs this. It is literally 5 clients worth of work. Like when I sat down, I had a couple of people order this for me. From me this week, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the perfect starter package for someone who basically has nothing. Like this is the perfect starter package. You don't even have to have a website for this to work. You don't even have to have a website. You've only got to have one working web page, and I take care of that for you over here. So this is perfect. Healthy-minded people and parents. So this opt-in freebie is going to be something that attracts those people, and I'd have to sit down and really do some research on the health niche, the health food market, and things like that to figure out what's going to attract those people, what's going to get them interested in investing in snacks that are both tasty and healthy for their kids. Because a snack is something you could ship. You know what I mean? So people could be ordering this as snacks for their kids. They could be ordering it for, if they coach little league teams, they could be ordering it, and you could be shipping these like nationwide. So that's going to be something that's going to attract those type of people. And I can't think of something off the top of my head because I don't know enough about health food niche. I'd have to do some market research on it. But this email and this sales funnel is just going to condition them, probably, if off the top of my head, to rethink the way they purchase snacks and to rethink the way that they look at snacks. Because people look at snacks as, oh, this is small. It doesn't matter how many calories it's in it because I'm not eating that many. But a snack is really like an opportunity for you to change the way you think about food and to change your lifestyle. Because you're snacking throughout the day. So if you are eating a healthy snack, you're more likely to eat a healthy meal. You know what I mean? So it starts with small things. Being healthy starts with small decisions, and it can start with snacks, especially with kids. Like this is a huge thing. See, now you can see my brain's going. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm thinking. With kids especially, you have to give them healthy food habits like ahead of time. And it's hard to get kids to eat healthy stuff like broccoli and spinach because there's a lot of negative images and a lot of like negative connotation around vegetables. And so they think they're nasty even if they like them. I've seen kids that love vegetables. Like honestly, they like the taste of vegetables, but they won't eat them around other kids. So you kind of have to use snacks is a good way to use, like, to condition kids to think about eating healthy and to value eating healthy and not feel ashamed about it. It's even better that it's a cookie, because they're like, wait, this is a cookie, but it doesn't have like 100 grams of sugar in it. You know what I mean? So it doesn't have to be like, if you want to be healthy, you've got to eat bread and water. Like, it doesn't have to be that way. So if you can get, even if you can go from a snack that's like 90 calories down to a cookie that's like maybe 40 calories, yeah, it's a cookie. It's still got sugar in it, but it's 50 less calories. So you're still gaining. So that email sequence would definitely go geared towards the parents and get them conditioned into, you know, taking baby steps to be healthier. And then that proposition would obviously be, you know, saying, hey, we've got these new flavors if you want to try, or if you want a starter pack. Because maybe they're like, I don't know if I want to wear that cookie. I don't know if it's going to taste good. I don't know what it's going to taste like. So that would offer them like a starter pack, and then they could go buy the starter pack. And if not, you can still send them weekly emails about snacking healthy. I'm doing lives at all different kinds of times. Woo! Now you guys want cookies? You guys are funny. Now you want cookies. So, sorry, y'all. Yeah, this is a new service. It's actually, well, I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily call it a new service. It's a bundle. It's a bundle deal. So, yeah, it's definitely, it's a bundle deal, because these are all things that I've offered before, but I just ran into this realization that these products work really well together, and people started ordering these products together, like randomly just started bundling this stuff together, and I'm like, that makes sense, because you need all this stuff. So it's a starter pack for you if you don't have anything. Most of your cookies have spinach and zucchini in them, and they taste great. See, if somebody told me my cookie had spinach in it and I didn't taste it, I'd be like, oh yeah, give me those cookies, because I know that's something that I need, that I may not necessarily go out of my way to eat. And especially for parents that are like, I cannot get my kid to eat vegetables. Like, that's a problem. You know what I mean? And it's a problem that a lot of parents have. I can't get my kids to eat vegetables. So give them a cookie. So yeah, this would definitely work for you. I mean, it would work for most businesses. I was doing lives before. I was doing them consistently at 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, but I have run into there's just been a lot of stuff happening. So it's kind of hard for me to get on like at the same time consistently. I try to get in at this time, guys. It's hard. But yes, all over the place. Body Talk Total Fitness. All right, guys, I am going to drop this in my 24-hour replay. You guys can watch it over and over and over again, and you can share it, but make sure you watch it within this 24 hours, because it's going to disappear, and it's going into the candy shop. You guys don't know what the candy shop is yet. The candy shop is releasing on November 20th. It is going to be a membership site where you can access exclusive masterclasses that will not be anywhere else, so they won't even be on Instagram Live. You will be able to go back and watch my Instagram Lives, and each Instagram Live will have a freebie attached to it, whether it's a guide, a worksheet, a template. So it's going to have something that you can work on. So for example, if this Instagram Live was to go into the candy shop, which it probably will go into the candy shop, there's going to be a breakdown template where you can look at each of these areas on the funnel, and there will be space where you can write down your ideas of how you think this could work for your business, so you can get organized. So the candy shop, I'm so excited. I'm so excited about it. I'm so glad it's releasing November 20th. There's going to be so much great information in between now and that launch, but get ready, God. Get ready, seriously. Because it's a monthly membership, but it's going to save you so much money, because people are New entrepreneurs get a little bit overwhelmed because they're pulling information from all over the web, and it's kind of hard to manage all that stuff. And you're paying, $70 here for a masterclass. You're paying $5 for this set of worksheets. You're paying, $60 for this management, $80 for this business coach, whatever it is. And I'm not saying get rid of your coach. I think having a business coach is one of the most important things to running a business. Like, everyone needs a coach. I have a coach. Guys. So it's really important to have a coach. But as far as all of that other information and all of that content and having those specific questions answered in a community format where you can communicate with other business owners that are receiving the same exact information, it's amazing. So the Candy Shop is going to release on November 20th. Get ready. I'm going to open up pre-launch the week before that. But yes, it's going to be amazing. And I'm going to have a lot of good stuff for you guys that you can use. And you will have access to me. Without having to book at that $70 current price. But I am going to let you guys know more details about that closer to the launch date. So I will see you guys later. Thank you for joining my first live with the whiteboard. I'm glad it stayed on the wall, and I'm glad I can now share my whiteboard with you guys. See you later.